right. Great. So, welcome, guys. This is the third AMA session. This is the afternoon session for AMA for cohort one. The general format of the AMA will be very simple. We will give you guys about like 5 minutes to each of you guys to give a brief explanation about your application. What is your application about? How you plan about using your funds, and anything else you want to add to your add to it. And then after everybody's had a chance to kind of go over, we'll open the floor up to any other additional questions from any of the other members that are here, whether the other punks or the other applicants as well. If they have any questions, feel free to. I do ask a few things. One, try to, if you're gonna post any materials or any other type of links or any other kind of talk, please use the grants cohort one channel for maximum visibility. That'd be great. And yeah, we're just gonna go in alphabetical order in the community voice chat. We'll just go right down the list. If you just when you introduce yourselves, please just say what your applicant number is and who. And as most of you guys are here representing other other teams, just say which other team you are representing as well, so that the people who are listening to us. Or for the VOD people, will be able to identify who you are. All right. With that, we're just going to get started. So up first, we have Bobo to the Moon. How are you, man? Oh, and he dropped out. Okay. Well, when he gets back, we'll go back to. Oh, did he come back? Bobo. Hey, man. You're up. You're the first one. You you okay? You still, if you're trying to talk, you're still muted. Oh, all right, no worries. We'll come back to you, Bobo. We'll start. I guess we'll have Farmer John. You can start us off.
Okay, hey, thanks guys. Glad to be participating here, and thanks for the opportunity to share with what we're trying to accomplish at TradFi to DeFi. I know other folks have been on the previous two AMAs, so I don't know if I'm going to be following exactly what they had to say, and maybe I can fill some other things in. But basically, and I'll give you some history, which is probably something that would be important. Is Tyler and I, the other founder of TradFi to DeFi, actually met up in a bankless. They had the Friday question of the week about a year and a half ago about if you could switch jobs from what you're doing today and get a job in crypto, would you? And there's all sorts of conversations about that. And Tyler and I hooked up because he was a financial advisor at the time in traditional finance, and I'm a boomer, so I've spent pretty much most of my life in corporate finance. So we thought it was good to create a community of people who are trying to make that transition from traditional finance, or at least a traditional finance mindset, into DeFi in particularly, not just blockchain, but particularly DeFi, and where there's some commonalities, places to learn things, to understand, getting people acclimated in that transition, both as investors as well as folks looking for work. So that's really the genesis of where we started. We've had a Discord and Telegram group for about a year and a half, and building a real impressive list of participants, of builders, of investors, you name it, people that have had extensive traditional finance backgrounds, some that don't have any, some folks that are currently working for some of the blockchains. And so it's been a great community, and we've always looked for a way where we could extend this. Now, during the last bull market, everybody was spinning up a DAO, and that's something we kind of considered at first, but as we've seen, some of them worked and some of them spectacularly didn't work, and I think maybe it's more timing than anything else. So with this grant program, we're really wanting to kickstart a formal organization as a DAO as we move forward as an educational resource for people making that transition. So, like I said, that's a little background. What we have been doing, and what we want to do is certainly we're investigating tooling for to set the DAO up, get all of those things in place, and formally create our community around a DAO, so we can start gathering resources and really start making an impact and getting a little bit broader reach for what we do with the podcasts we do, with the blogs we write, things like that. So that's generally what we're trying to accomplish. And Dustin's done a great job in the application, lining out the different steps that we're going to take. And like I said, I don't want to go over that again. If folks are interested in that, that's available, and certainly his audio is available for him talking about it much more eloquently than I can. So I just wanted to be here, answer any questions, and give a little more background, maybe if I needed to about what we're about. So that being said, I'll go ahead and turn it back to the moderator.
Hi. Thank you. Appreciate it. Oh, and again, what was your applicant number? I believe
7.
applicant number 7 for Crypto Vinci. Yes.
Yeah, that's Dustin's screen name. So that's what it was done under. So yeah, and TradFi to DeFi is the actual organization that is going to be formed around from our Telegram and our Discord community, which has 300 folks in Discord and about 250 in the Telegram. So there's some overlap there, obviously. So
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. So Bobo, are you ready? Can you ready to talk? Floor is yours.
Yes, I'm ready to talk. I'm ready to
Yeah.
talk.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. Floor is yours, man.
All right. So applicant number 9.
Number 5.
Okay, I think I'm 7. Okay, 5. All right. So yeah, I'm working on a. Well, it's not only me personally, but we are working on a Web3 freelancing platform. Yeah, it's going to be like Fiverr and the rest, but on my platform, I want it to be possible that you can negotiate using a cryptocurrency instead of cash, like other platforms. On my platform, I want it possible for you to make payments through Bitcoin, Ethereum, and the rest. Yeah, so that's basically what I'm working on at the moment.
All right.
And
Flo-
yeah, that's basically what we are working on.
All right. All right. Thank you. If there's anything else that you have, if anything else that you would like to add, like how would you, um, anything else that you want to highlight from your project in particular, or how talk about how the grant funds would be used?
Well, the grant funds are going to be used to acquire more items to work on the project, like more computer-based programs, more softwares to boost the project, and also for hosting. Part of the funds are also going to be used to host the project also.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Thank
Well,
you.
I'm not.
Oh, continue.
No, that's all. That's all. We are meant to be 2 on the call, but the other person is not free at the moment, so that's why I'm the one taking the call.
No worries. No worries. If feel free to add in more details into the grants cohort 1 chat. We'd love to hear more from you and from your partner as well.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
There's going to be another session, right?
Yes, there is. There is one more. That is Bobo.
Okay, last. Okay.
Bobo to the Moon, applicant number 5.
Yes, yes, that's me.
Going down the list, we have Hamzat the third. Yes, the floor is yours.
GM. So yeah, thank you for this opportunity. So I'll just begin this by going over the section of Foxfire DAO, which began with the identification of both an opportunity and a need. So yeah, it all began when Spider's incubation team realized that there was a ton of talent out there with very relevant skills, but also very minimal opportunities to derive maximum value for their work. Many lacked the industrial avenues to put their skills to work, and the select few that did were either majorly underpaid or underappreciated, especially in the corporate Web2 world. Web3 as an industry, on the other hand, provides people with the opportunities to not just work, but learn and earn along the way. Yeah? So Proxify DAO seeks to help its contributors own their work by helping them transition from the corporate world to working in DAO and Web3 ecosystems. So we as a DAO do this onboarding and training these contributors on how to learn and earn as DAO folks, build on-chain resumes, and also generally earn a living through DAOism or working in the Web3 ecosystem. So yeah, basically we are still very much in our early startup stages, but we have successfully onboarded more than 100 active contributors already working and earning as a DAO now and clients. Also, beyond just onboarding and training these contributors, we have a partnership with a major Web2 centric organization called GCI. That's like short for Junior Chamber International. And the scope is to help them slowly transition from Web2's hierarchical structure to a more decentralized community. So this that I just mentioned are a few of our milestones achieved within a month or two of our official launch. However, like I said before, we are still in our incubation stage and still require as much funding as we can get to cover the day-to-day operations of the DAO. Hence the reason why we are applying for these grants. So this cost off of my head includes to set up our website, to run some DAO tools, work on our Web3 educational courses, and a bunch of other stuff. So we are really glad to be to have made it to the snapshot proposal stage, and we do hope to actually end up becoming the three um three participants of the DAO Punks with one grant. So I'll just open the floor for any questions that anybody may have. Mhm.
Well, thank you for that. We'll leave questions towards the end so we can get through everybody. But yes, thank you for that. I appreciate it. And that was Hamzat, who's representing applicant number 10 for Proxify DAO.
Yep.
Next up, we have hi, iFun. Are you here representing one of the applicants, or are you just here listening? All right. I believe we just have a listener in for the time being. Going back down the list, Olokaji, another listener.
Yeah, I'm just listening in.
All right, no worries. Thank you. We have Rami Wright, applicant number 2.
Yeah. Hi. Thanks a lot. I'll get into it, I guess. Hi. My name is Rami, and I'm applicant number 2. I found. Let me talk about how I found DAOpunks first, and how I came to be here. I've been researching grants as part of the nonprofit that I co-founded about a year and a half ago. We do onboarding for the NFT community, specifically for creatives, and offer education and guidance to creatives entering the Web3 space. We started building our nonprofit in about June of last year, and we went live in September of last year. Since then, we've delivered over 12,500 hours of education around Web3 and blockchain, and we are a 501c3 recognized by the IRS. And we're unique in the Dream Conduit in that we're a nonprofit that does not have a founder. Every nonprofit in the US has a founder, which has veto power over the nonprofit and final say over everything it does. There's a rule that cannot be removed. This is a rule that we had removed from our nonprofit at the outset to the large protest of our lawyers. And so we're unique as a nonprofit in doing that. The reason we did this is because for the past year and a half, we've been building and developing a DAO, but we're not using any tools for it. We're building it from the ground up, and we have several smart contracts involved. But this DAO is going to have complete control over the nonprofit and its direction in the future. And so we're becoming the first tax-exempt DAO. I'm not applying, though, on behalf of the Dream Conduit. I'm applying on behalf of myself, actually. The Dream Conduit is a team of 14 people, and all of us are volunteers. I personally cover the costs of the Dream Conduit's operation, its legal fees, and its ongoing costs, and have for the past year or so. And we're launching a program in November that will incentivize and tokenize donations and provide an experience that we think is pretty unique. And that launch is scheduled for the end of November. So the way I found DAOpunks, I was looking for grants on behalf of the Dream Conduit, and I found DAOpunks, and it felt more aligned with what I was personally experiencing currently. So, like I said, we've been building the Dream Conduit for a year and a half, since June, and I've been a consultant personally in the pharmaceutical industry for the past 5 years, and I this month left my job, and I'm working full-time on the Dream Conduit and trying to realize the potential that I see in it. And so I'm personally experiencing very much the transition from corporate to Web3, and it's been a process that I've been slowly going through over the past year and change, and so now here I am. I don't know if I should talk more about myself, but the funds, the way they'll be used is to cover my expenses and the Dream Conduit's expenses, which are one and the same, as I make this transition, and hopefully take the Dream Conduit off the ground and really to its full potential. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Rami. That was great. That was Rami Wright's applicant number 2.
Thanks.
No problem. And last but certainly not least, we have Salomon Needs a Job.
Thanks, Liv. Hey, everyone. GM. First of all, thanks to DAOpunks for the platform organizing these grants. I am Salman, a contributor at Bankless DAO, where I work on the Making Bank podcast and help organize demos in DAO Relationships Guild. Also a DAOpunk Anon 236. My project, Salman Needs a Job, started 3 years ago as a humble effort to identify what's the right job for me. And I did that through conversations with people about their jobs. After many such conversations across YouTube, Twitter Spaces, and more, spanning various careers from a magician to a police officer, wine consultant, dog contributor, etc., I seem to have found my footing and possibly a career within Web3 and DAOs, which you will find reflected on my channel, where all of my recent content are about Web3, recorded at conferences, meetups, live streams, etc. And the most recent one is, in fact, with a Bankless DAO contributor and a fellow DAOpunk, which some of you may have watched. I'll be dropping all of the links in the grants cohort channel. Yeah. So the 1/8 grant is going to be a huge financial motivation for me to continue what I'm doing, but also help with a couple of other things I'm working on. One, a project called Who Needs a Job, where I'm using some of my learnings in Web3 and hoping to empower the community to start creating content about jobs with a couple of interesting utilities, which during the grants cohort, I want to document and solidify as a roadmap for who needs a job. And next, it's an idea that I've described in detail on the grants application, which is a live stream series about DAOs, where I wish to explore the many DAOs that are out there, but with a focus on how they work and, of course, how one can get involved. I think there are many great podcasts about DAOs already, but not as many on video. Video actually allows you to dive deeper into the DAOs through sharing screens and looking at the Discord, Notion, etc. To be honest, I consider this an ambitious project, especially considering everything else I have on my plate right now. But this series has potential to help me monetize my efforts, which is of utmost importance considering the journey of my projects and the ambiguous state of my life and career. During the cohort, I wished to launch this live stream series, and I'd like to take advantage of the DAO Punks community in bringing this to life, and also potentially use the DAO Punks digital asset ownership license in creating this. I'm applicant number 3, called Salman Needs a Job. All right. Thanks again for giving me the stage.
No worries. Thank you, Solomon. Yes, like I said, that was applicant number 3. Solomon needs a job. All right. And that's all the applicants that we have here at this time. If anyone listening or any of the other applicants have any other follow-up questions that they want to ask anyone, feel free to chime in.
I just want to say it's really cool that so many people here are working on DAOs.
Yeah.
It is indeed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's quite impressive, you know.
Hmm.
Double B, Hamzat, or Olokaji. No. Any questions, comments?
No.
All right. All right, guys. As I guess I don't have any other questions to ask for you guys. But I just do want to say like thank you so much for your time and for taking time out of your busy days to oh, Double B.
Yeah, sorry, it was just my phone was not near me. I was listening from afar. But Bobo, I had a bit of a hard time understanding your project there. I'll have to read your submission that you wrote up there. But just if you have anything further to add there, I think would be greatly like to listen to what you had to ask there. Right? What do you have to offer? I guess.
Sorry, can you say that again? I really didn't get what you meant.
Sorry, my friend, I didn't understand that.
He was asking to like what was your question that you would like him to answer?
Well, I didn't really understand the I guess what you were applying for. What are you looking to do? What are you looking to build?
Okay, I want to build a freelancing platform like Fiverr, but I want mine to be based on blockchain transaction instead of using normal money to pay. I want payment to be made through cryptocurrency.
Okay, but you said based on Fiverr or Fiverr? I'm not aware of that project. I'll have to do some research into that.
Fiverr is like Fiverr is a freelancing platform where people post. Like if you need a graphics designer, you can find one on Fiverr. It's mainly for jobs, though. But it's mainly for jobs. But
Okay.
payments there is made in
Fiverr.
Okay.
Fiverr is
PayPal.
Fiverr is a simple like a Web2 based website that allows
Yes,
for like
it's
like you can find small works that are that you can outsource to other people that'll take up the job. Ideally, the original premise was that like it would cost $5, and you could pretty much get like anything that you anything done on there.
Oh, okay. I was unaware
Yes.
of that project.
Yep.
Okay, that helps a bit there. I thank you for that. And like I said, I
Yes,
haven't gone
thank you
through.
for shedding more light.
Oh, no problem. Thank you for your submission and your time, and to the rest of the rest of
Yeah.
these submissions as well. I haven't had a chance to read over all these submissions and the literature that you have submitted, but it's something I will focus on here the remainder of this week. And I thank you for all of your time and your words. Continue building. Great. Good luck to you all, and continued success.
Thank you guys. If there's no other questions, I just want to say thank you thank you guys for your time taking. Oh, yep.
No, I saw that Someone Needs a Job was also unmuted. Maybe we were both going to say the same thing, but I just want to say to Double B, who I don't think is part of the cohort. Thanks for taking the time to read the applications. There's like 21 of them, and it's not easy to give the attention to all of the applications. So thanks for doing that, and for anyone who's listening to the recordings. It just goes through my mind that there are people doing this, taking time out of their day to do that too. So yeah.
Rest assured, there are many people, many of our members who will actually sit down and we will read all 21 applications to weigh our vote of it. We do take this quite seriously. It seems like a lot, but we all do read. Many of us in the community do read each of these applications to decide which we vote for. So yes, and Double B is a perfect example of this. Who will sit down and read each of these and make notes and decide.
Yeah, I second what LiveFast says. The Dowpunks community is very good at that. We during the first round, I think we had 50-some submissions there, and it was challenging to get through them, but we got through them, and the majority of us will give the due diligence to all 21 applicants this time around as well. So again, thank you for all the applicants, and good luck and continued success.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks, guys.
Yep. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you for this, and thank you for your time. And without any further questions, you're all free to leave. Thank you so much. I will get this posted up on our YouTube very shortly. And yeah, so thanks so much. And I wish you all the best of luck as the snapshot progresses. As always, the snapshot will end on midnight on Friday Pacific Standard Time. So that will be when it ends, and be on the lookout for the announcement of who's going to be awarded as a participant for cohort 1. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
everyone. This is
Thanks,
great.
everybody. Take care.
Take care. Bye.